So like, I don't know if you'd have to play it to get it. Also, I'm going to be really, where is that link to that page? I am going to do the really stupid thing and take a picture of text on my phone because I can't be bothered to send myself the link. Because I need to know how to get that working. Because it's the weird thing. Basically, the only time I've had an issue with the ally so far was Zenless Zone for some reason. And it's only done it with Zenless Zone. Don't know why. Destiny 2, perfect. Pacific Drive, perfect. I haven't tried any other games yet, but it's been perfect with everything. Because it's a PC and obviously it has the built-in gamepad, by default, it uses the right analog stick as a mouse input. And then the R1 button is left click and R2 is right click. And certain things, because it happens with the Steam app, which is weird. Don't know why. But if you launch certain things, it can get confused whether or not you're using controller or mouse and keyboard input. But everything else has just gone, okay, gamepad, cool, right, fine. And then the ally goes, right, we're in gamepad mode and does its thing. But for some reason, Zenless Zone just goes, I don't know what the hell you're doing. And someone's found a solution for it. I just need to make sure it works. I don't know why. I guess Zenless Zone, I think it's just a bit... Because I think you can fluctuate like on the fly. Like you don't have to choose one or the other. Like I could literally be using a controller and move my mouse and it immediately just goes, there we go, right mouse. There is. So you can lock it in gamepad mode. But for some reason, Zenless Zone is still like... and I don't really know why. But someone's posted a solution on Reddit, so I'm going to try that and see if it works. If it doesn't, then I really don't know, but I'm going to try it. Because I don't want to not be able to play it, because it would be amazing. Because at the moment, I play it on my phone for a handheld one. It's not a Steam title, so I don't know if it would work through Steam in big picture mode. But someone did suggest using it and like adding it as a non-Steam game and playing it. But the Ally has a built-in like gaming mode where you can launch games from that instead of using it as like a PC. You can use it just as a games console, but you have to manually add the games to it, which I haven't done. So I don't, yeah, there's ways around it, but obviously it's new technology. Not everything is going to work so flawlessly on it. So Armor Crate, I usually agree with you. I do usually agree with you, but this is a custom version of Armory Crate. It's not like the one that you would get on a PC. Usually I do completely agree with you though. Coming from a person that's built many a PC and then had to test them all with Armory Crate on them, and it doesn't play nice with lots of other software, like it's actually fine on the Ally. It's actually fine. And it has way more settings that you do not have access to in normal Armory Crate on a PC, because it's custom for the Ally, and it just installs with a new Windows install. It just installs this Armory Crate on there and it works. And you need to have it on there if you want to use the controller. Sorry, it feels like I've got something in my eye, but I think I have a sty because I didn't sleep very well the other day, or I haven't slept very well the last few days. I think I have a sty on this eye. For a monitor, it tried to install it. It's a bit weird, but there you go. I remember one of the biggest things I ever had problems with was trying to get Armory Crate and IQ to play nice. Bear in mind, this was a couple of years ago. But they just did not want to work. They didn't want to do what they wanted to do. They just refused to do it. Although, you say that. I don't... Actually, this is where I actually have it installed. Oh god, I do have it installed. I was going to say, I was literally just about to be like, I don't have Armory Crate on mine, and I have an Asus TUF motherboard. I do have Armory Crate installed. I just have it so that it doesn't open when I load up the PC. It's just there. I just don't use it. Yeah, that's fair enough. And you don't need it for Corsair either. I mean, if you haven't seen my PC, have you, Croc, since I rebuilt it? Probably. I have like the most non-RGB PC. Oh my god, the picture of it will look like crap because it's just reflecting everything in it. I mean, that'll give you, it gives you an idea of how anti-RGB it is. Please ignore how gross it is in all the reflections of all the cables. But do you see what I mean? Like the only thing that's RGB in there is the GeForce thing on the actual GPU and the temperature monitor on my cooler. That's it. Everything else has no RGB on it whatsoever. Actually, wait a minute. Why does that's really weird. Why does the GeForce logo look like it's lit up? Because it's not. Oh, it's just bright in the picture. I was gonna say it's not on the actual PC. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having lots of RGB, especially like tasteful RGB can look very, very nice. One of my favorite PCs I ever built was one of the ones I sold at Fierce. Not my own PC, but one of the ones I sold at Fierce. Not to toot my own trumpet, but it did look really nice. That had purple RGB in it by default and purple fluid, everything like that, and it genuinely looked really smart. Like it looked really, really nice. And it was a one-off PC because it was for a client that said, I want the most ball-in PC you can give me. I like the style of one you have already on there, but I want it in that style. And they were just like, give me the most ball-in thing you can do. So I was like, all right, cool. And at the time, it was the best we could do was 3090s. So we did dual 3090s. They didn't want like a crazy CPU, but we gave them, what did we give them? I can't remember. Either way, it was for a PC that we weren't allowed to know the client's name. We were dealing with what department store was it? One of the department stores in London. I've forgotten now. And they said the client doesn't want you to know. Like, it's like we're buying it off on behalf of the client. You know, like they want to stay anonymous. So we were like, okay. But they were spending like £11,000 on a PC. Actually, was it £11,000? No, I don't think we charged them that much. It was a crazy amount of money. Either way, it was a crazy amount of money. But like, yeah, there you go. It was a hell of a machine. With a custom CNC'd front panel and back panel and everything in it as well. All made and designed by me. But that's my favorite PC I've ever built. Yeah, I think it was Harrods. Also, hey DG, how's it going? What do you feel like? Oh, what block orange? Because white looks that. White doesn't always look the same white, if that makes sense. It can look weird. Yeah, it can look not right sometimes. It goes like a weird orange color or like a bluey tint, depending on the software and depending on the LEDs as well. Don't tell him, Chubbs. That's just rude, dobbing me in as well. God, is that still not set? That's weird. What case do you have, Jeremy? Because in all seriousness, what if you have a machine that like if you have a case that like you can do front panels on, like I could like if you have a 4000D, I could make you a front panel for the 4000D. Because that's what that case was in. Was it the 4 or the 5? I think that was a 5000D, but the 4000D I can also do because it's almost the same. And I have the specs for it. Okay, fair enough. Well, technically, while I was still at Fierce, you could have ordered... we never did it as an actual thing you could buy. But you could have ordered a Liquid X build and you would have gotten a custom front panel on it that had the... Well, that one I showed you guys, the Liquid X logo, that was... like I say, it's a 5000D. But I machined every front panel that went on them. So they had a machined bamboo panel on the front of them and a machined bamboo panel at the back that had the kanji for either Sakura or Samurai in it, that had a custom RGB inlay, so it lit and worked with a PC with a JST connector and everything on it. Not JST, 4-pin RGB, ARGB connector, whatever it is. I can't remember the name, but you know the one I mean. And then it had 3D printed back panel bits on it, so it popped into the front of the 5000D officially. Like, it worked with the official mounting hardware and everything like that, because I remade the mounting hardware that was on a 5000D basically and custom made it every time. And true, you could do croc. That's very true, you could, depending on what the front of the case is made of. And it did, to be fair, Fierce did make some cool stuff. And I'm not just going to say the ones I made were the best, because I did make some cool ones, but Caprani did make some cool stuff before I was there. Because Caprani did the Cyberpunk custom build. And then after I got there, I did the New World build and the Liquid X stuff. I am not. Jeremy, no. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, still did some cool stuff though. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, like that was a PC that was built for looks. It was built to be a really cool custom build that wasn't meant to be a really like... It was meant to be a gaming PC. Sure it was, but like it wasn't meant to be like an amazing all singing all dancing system. It was meant to look really, really cool. Right, shall we load in and play some Call of Duty? Because I'm aware Jeremy's been very patiently waiting in the lobby and waiting in live chat for me. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How goes it?
Good. I'm saying hopefully work is going chill a bit, but it isn't. I still need to like 40 hours somewhere.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling over too well right now, good sir. So. Oh, wait a minute.
Like
wait a minute.
4 weeks.
It's added a bunch more in again. 10v10 mosh pit, go away. Don't know what face off mosh pit is, go away.
Face off mosh pit is the tiny maps. that are basically really quick and really chaotic. You
Then
can get a lot of kills with your shotgun.
I am definitely good for that, even though I like getting lots of kills with my shotgun.
Like I actually like that game mode depending on the map.
The only one I've ever played
There's
on is that
one-
little mine one, which sucks.
Yeah, it's not the worst. The worst is like there's one map that is basically just one big open room with barely any cover.
That sounds horrendous.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
there is such a badly designed map.
They probably just did it for what the hell's. They're just like, yeah, we'll make some chaos. I need to figure you out. Sorry, I'm talking about my modded Switch at this point. I'm having some real issues with like adhering the lid to the rest of it. Because it works. It's for all intents and purposes. It is a fully functioning console now. It works, but the lid just doesn't stay shut. So it like, yeah, it's not
Just
great.
glue it on.
I have tried, but none of the adhesives seem to be holding it reliably.
Oh god.
I need to do some modification to it, which is really difficult because like everything is like soldered and like glued in. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. But it's so flipping close. It's so close. Look at it. Look at it. It's so close. And it upsets me that it's so close and I can't show it off properly because it's not done. Also, where are my custom classes? Oh, wait, what? No, where? I've lost a custom class. I've lost 2 custom classes.
Can I somewhere turn off these special effects? When I get killed?
Ooh. God, I've been playing with controller, so using a mouse and keyboard feels really weird. What?
Oh god, there's one just camping next to B, waiting for us to go on there.
Oh, good. Is what usable in handheld? The Switch, absolutely, like definitely not in handheld. It hasn't got a screen in it anymore. It's an entirely docked like version of the Switch, basically for like having it as like a TV console, like as a cabinet console. What is going on with me tonight? I am 6. I'm 0 to 6.
We are getting absolutely hammered. Just look at the score. Like they have all 3 spots. We have 0 points.
Oh my god, that's not good.
Commencing OBJ capture.
So where was I being shot from then? Oh. Has it become a desk thing or like, yeah, I know. So like, I still play on my Switch regularly. I still play on, this is such a weird statement to say. I play on all of my Switches regularly because I have 4 now. Yeah, I have my streaming Switch. I have my Switch that I take with me, which is a Switch Lite. And I have the Switch in my living room. The only switch I don't use is this new one because I haven't actually got it fully usable and working yet. I guess you could argue I do use it because I'm tinkering with it. But it will be replacing one of my switches. Because it has like did I get a terabyte or is it 500 gigs in that one? It's got a huge SD card in it anyway to store games on it.
Oh, I got a triple, yes.
Why don't I have just one? Well, the one in...
Talking about Ben.
Yeah, well, the one, my portable one is because I don't trust myself to take my streaming switch with me to places. And I'm paranoid about breaking it. Because if it broke, I would then not have anything to, well, I wouldn't have had anything to replace it with. But then also the one in my living room is another modded one. Because my partner is a minimalist that doesn't like having like gamey looking stuff in the living room. So the only way I can play Switch in the living room and I couldn't have a dock in there, so I made a custom one to go in the living room, which has a dock built into it. So that's another permanently docked one. And then this new one, which is a smaller version of it. In part, I had the idea to make this one for a while. I was never going to do it, and then Bob got wind of the idea that I could make a smaller one. He was like, "Do it. You know you want to do it." I was like, "Oh, fine, I guess I will." Oh my god. This is my worst game of COD I think I've played in a very long time.
Definitely not for me the worst, but it's definitely the worst loss I had.
I think this is the worst game of COD or Black Ops 6 I've played since launch.
Oh god, you're all the way down there.
What, my score or an enemy?
Score.
Yep. This is what I mean, like I just can't seem to kill anybody. I can't even see anybody half the time, let alone kill anybody.
Well, I just saw 3 people in my face.
I could have done. I could have absolutely made a cover, but like, that's not as fun.
Get me a bloody care package.
I'm taking the objective. Sniper hugged up. Marksman smoked.
Pack on. Launch the counter UAV.
Oh.
What the hell was that?
And yeah, so do I. Like, I'm not. There's by no means me being like, ugh, doesn't like having it on the counter. Like, I get it. Like, I do get it. The gamery stuff is made to look gamery. It's not meant to look like it should fit in everybody's living room. So yeah, I do completely get it. Which is nice that I could make a custom thing for it as a solution, you know. Oh my god. Because again, it's made out of walnut, like that other one was. What the one I just showed you guys is.
Ice the sharpshooter.
That one is all walnut. This one's walnut and aluminium. Because otherwise it would have weighed nothing. It's so light without the aluminium base. It's almost comedically light.
Does walnut not have any weight to it, or?
Not when it's like a millimeter or two thick.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Come around that corner.
God, they're in our spawn.
They were. Yeah, my Switch was, well, my original Switch was grey. Well, I guess the console is still technically the grey one. But then I had white Joy-Cons on it that were custom skins. Well, not custom skins. I bought them from Amazon. And then I got the grey and orange ones, or the grey and yellow ones even. Not grey. What the hell am I on about? I got the purple and yellow ones because I like purple and yellow. So because I can resist those. Oh my god, that was horrendous.
A 0.44 KD. Damn, Ben.
Yep. Not good.
Imagine if you would have had the best play.
If I did, that would have been appalling for everyone else on our team. I mean, I died on the kill at least. Need a controller? I don't think I don't want to use a controller. It felt weird. Like honestly, it took me ages to get used to using a controller again on the ally. Like that felt weird in itself.
Do not use the controller in Call of Duty.
I'm,
You will lose all respect I have for you.
what if I play it on the ally?
It's not supposed to be played on the ally.
Why is it not supposed to be played on the ally?
Because it's Call of Duty.
It's absolutely supposed to be able to be played on the ally. But also, yeah, like Croc said, it's supposed to be able to be played on a controller. It's designed for that.
Crazy people designed any way to get a controller playable in a shooter.
Oh god, it's marks my rifles. That's rifles? Am I okay today? Don't think I am.
Do you want an answer to that, or?
Not really.
I just realized I only have 1.5 more weapons left to gold. Not to gold, to diamond on my assault rifles.
Flipping egg.
Not even 1.5, 1.2.
And also, I think you are right. I was thinking about that when you said that, Croc. I was like, is that correct? Because I can't remember if it is or not. But I'm pretty sure you're right. That's also not the correct perk laid out that I want.
Secure gold and defend your stand from the enemy.
Oh, this game mode. I've started to hate this game mode.
Then you... That doesn't feel right, because then what am I using here? What is this? Oh, bankroll. Okay.
It's ransack.
Come on, stick your head out again. Oh, you did. Alright, fine, don't do that then. Oh, God. Oh, you dirty little so-and-so.
Crate identified. We're raiding the enemy stash.
Ooh.
Ah.
Enemy CUAV inbound.
I'm also pretty sure half the reason I'm struggling with half the reason I was struggling with that shotgun that round is because it was the default shotgun. It wasn't the one I actually built. I had all my attachments on it. I mean, it's still no excuse the fact that I'm 1 for 3 now.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Okay, I don't even know what's happening right now.
Enemy CUAV inbound.
Couldn't resist doing that. I knew he was there.